the driver for pulling everything into one place was that so many teams had started on their own. And again, this was exciting. Podcasting is pretty accessible. You know, it's relatively easy to make a recording and put it on a platform and put it out in the world. So lots of teams were doing that independently, which was great. But what we found was we didn't have a source for all the content we had. We didn't have a distribution strategy. We weren't able to do metrics across all the different shows. And we weren't able to really build that single source of truth and that center of excellence around podcasting because we just didn't have one platform where everything was happening. So as it grew, I think that when I started working on it, there were 20 shows that were happening globally across Salesforce. We knew that we needed to have a platform where everything could live, so we could see what was going on and be able to distribute it and measure it, et cetera.
Yeah, we hear that a lot from large companies, from enterprise companies that have teams that are spread out, not only across the city, but across the country, around the world, that are doing tons and tons of shows, producing lots and lots of content. The volume of content is not the problem anymore, as far as we don't have enough content. Now there's so much. It's how are we going to govern it? How are we going to get some consistency? How are we going to understand how it's all performing? How are we going to make sure that there's, if there are opportunities to collaborate or, have one team pull from this content and use it over here, that accessibility is there. So